to show you two Bob Marley albums. The first will be Exodus, and the second album will be their first studio album, Catch a Fire. Exodus is the one that most people are familiar with. It has a lot of the hits that you may know, but every Bob Marley album is absolutely worth checking out. So please, give yourself some time to discover that music. It's very worth it. I'm gonna show you the track listing of each album, and I will read any liner notes and anything else I can find on the album covers. Starting with side 1 on Exodus. First of all, we see Bob Marley and the Wailers. Exodus, movement of job people. Side 1, natural mystic. Track 2, so much things to say. Track 3, guiltiness. Track 4, the heathen. And track 5, Exodus. Moving over to the center, real quick, we see it says, produced by Bob Marley and the Wailers. Side 2 starts with Jammin', waiting in vain. Turn your lights down low. 3 little birds. The final song on the album, One Love. People get ready. Down at the bottom, there's a collage of photos of the band, and we also see some fine print, manufactured and distributed by Island Records. 7720 Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. I'm gonna now open the record and see what is inside. Here's the sleeve that the record came in. This side has lyrics to the title track, Exodus. I won't go through it, but it's a great song. The other side has some credits, so we will go through those right now. Bob Marley, lead vocal, rhythm guitar, acoustic guitar, and percussion. drums and percussion, Tyrone Downey, keyboards, percussion, and backing vocals, Alwyn Seco Patterson on percussion, Julian Jr. Merwin, I'm butchering that name, lead guitar, and the I3s, Rita Marley, Marcia Griffiths, and Judy Mowat on backing vocals. Engineer Carl Peterson. Assistant engineers Guy Bidmead and Terry Barham. Mixed by Aston Barrett, Chris Blackwell, and Carl Peterson. Mixed at Sterling Sound in New York by Lee Holgo. Photos by Adrian Boot and Neville Garrick. Cover design and graphics by Neville Garrick. Licensed from Media Aids Ltd. At the bottom, we see some more albums. The Wailers Catch a Fire, The Wailers Burnin', Bob Marley and the Wailers Natty Dread, Bob Marley and the Wailers Live, and Bob Marley and the Wailers Rastaman Vibration. It's funny, I never actually say that word, and to say it without the accent just sounds, weird. Anyway, great album. I'll take it out of its sleeve now. Okay, so I got it out of its sleeve. Here we see, this is side A, part 1. Here's the track listing. All songs written by Bob Marley, published by Bob Marley Music. Then below that, Almo Music Corp. Produced by Bob Marley and the Wailers. In stereo. Flipping it over now. Same thing, aside from the track listing now being side 2, part 2, as it says on the record. And if you see down below the logo for Island Records. Okay, now I will show you the second album that I brought out. One moment. Okay, so here is the second album, Catch a Fire. Like I said, it was the first studio album to be released in America. Side 1, we have Concrete Jungle, written by Bob Marley. Track 2, Slave Driver, also Bob Marley. Track Baby, We've Got a Date, written by Bob Marley. Side 2, we have Stir It Up by Bob Marley. Kinky Reggae by Bob Marley. No More Trouble, Bob Marley. Midnight Ravers, Bob Marley. And then below the track listing, we have some more info. Because this album does not have a liner inside, it's just a plain album sleeve. So this is all we get. All arrangements by Bob Marley and the Wailers. Recorded at Dynamic Sound Studios, Harry J Studios, and Randy's Studios in Kingston, Jamaica. Mixed at Island Studios in London, England. Engineers Carlton Lee, Stu Barrett, and Tony Blatt. Artwork by John Boney of CCS. Photography by Esther Anderson. Produced by Bob Marley and Chris Blackwell. The band is Aston Family Man Barrett on bass, Bob Marley on lead vocals and acoustic guitar, Carlton Barrett on drums, Peter Tosh on piano, organ, guitar, and vocals, and Bunny Livingston on congas, bongos, and vocals. At the bottom of the album, there's some more info. Island Records Incorporated, distributed by Atco Records, division of Atlantic Recording Corporation. Warner Communications Company. Their address is 75 Rockefeller Plaza, New York, New York. This album was released in 1973. And the final note is a warning. Unauthorized reproduction of this recording is prohibited by federal law and subject to criminal prosecution. Next, I will take out the record and show it to you. One moment. Okay, thank you for waiting. Here is side 1. We have the track listing, the runtime of each track, and the same info we saw on the back of the album. We see here it was mixed in stereo. I'll flip the record over changes on this album. The worst it's had is me tapping on it right now. So I should probably stop. Okay, I'm going to put this back in its sleeve now. And I believe that's everything I have to show you today. If you have any suggestions for an album, please let me know and I will try my best to find it in my collection or find it very affordably online. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight and looking at these records. I hope you have a great evening, and I'll see you on the next one.